What is going on, guys? DBG here. In this video we are going to be talking about the top 5 best and worst value 2 guards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. So lads, if you guys are new to the channel, subscribe. We upload more MyTEAM content than anywhere else, and we are the first place for any sort of MyTEAM news. As well as that, we talk a lot about the best cards, obviously, for budget players, for mid-tier players, and the best cards overall in the game. Try to get as many gameplays out as possible. But anyway, now let's get onto it. So this is going to be purely based on value. And I'm going to reiterate that because there is a card that is on my worst value list that is better than all of the cards on my best value list. And the said card is arguably the best 2 guard in the game. I'm just talking about a purely value perspective. I am putting this card on the worst value list. However, you're going to see a lot of really good value cards in the best value list, and the worst value, obviously, it's exactly what it says on the tin, lads. So, I'm just saying that because I know for a fact there are going to be people going crazy about the card that is number 5 on my worst value list. And it is the only reason he's on this list is because this guy costs 2 times what any other 2 guard costs, despite potentially being the best. It's Kobe Bryant. Let me just put a caveat here. If you are a massive Kobe Bryant fan and you are going to get the best version of Kobe Bryant throughout the year, go for it. If you want to have the best team possible and you don't care about MT, go for it. If you are somebody who is going to pick up Kobe Bryant because you think that he's going to be like this massive upgrade over a 50,000 2 guard, which will be on my best value list, so I'm not talking about him, you're probably going to be disappointed. This is a really good card. This card here, one of the best, if not the best 2 guard in the game. Like, he's got half clamps, half intimidator, half flexible, gold range extender. The problem is he costs more than 500,000 MT. He does everything. He's just more than 500,000 MT. I'm telling you, lads, I'm telling you, we are about 3 weeks away. It's the 13th of January. We're about 3 weeks away from getting a ridiculous card, especially because, if you guys don't remember, we saw our first Galaxy Opal last week. So, you know, Idol's Flash. We saw our first Galaxy Opal card last week, and he's literally 200k cheaper. I do give the slight advantage to Kobe Bryant, but still, 200k difference, and we're getting these Galaxy Opals. I can guarantee you that Idol Series 2, if Idol Series 2 does come on Friday, we're going to see a Galaxy Opal there. I can guarantee you that if we do see another promo set like Double Take or Pantheon, it will be headlined by Galaxy Opals. We are a few weeks away from there being 10, 15 Galaxy Opals on the auction house. So, for me anyway, I just think that spending 500,000 on a pink diamond is just reckless spending of MT. And as you guys can see here on this one here, someone's bid 456k with 22 minutes to go, so he is at least 500,000. But yeah, that's me trying to save my own ass by giving every reason and going into as much depth as possible. But I think anyone with, like, obviously there are other reasons why people will use Kobe Bryant, but I think anyone who's looking at it from the perspective of pure value based on output in game will agree that Kobe belongs somewhere on the worst value list. Then we are on to number 4, and it's one of the new Throwback Moments cards. It is Allen Houston. So Allen Houston around 160k. The guy's good. He's not great. Like, he shoots the ball as well as anybody. Ray Allen base. He's got half blinders on his gen, which is half steady on current gen, which, again, trust me, half steady's fine. Like, a lot of people are saying that they don't like steady, but half steady, it gives you the, basically, it makes you shoot way better when you're contested. As well as that, when you're uncontested, it doesn't make anywhere near as much of a difference. But he's also only got gold range, isn't great, and silver clamps, but still, an overall solid card. But 200k, give or take, that's just a crazy price. I get it, he locks in for a George McGinnis card, who locks in for an Opal Clay. I'm telling you now, there is not much 2K can do. Like, with Klay Thompson's base, unless 2K decide not to give Klay base, Klay won't be worth locking in. And George McGinnis is really bad. So that's not even an excuse, especially because Jason Kidd is 160k as well. You're paying 350 plus K to lock in for a terrible George McGinnis card. So yeah, he belongs there. At number 3, we are going to team ups, and it's basically way worse. Way worse Allen Houston. They're basically the same card, except Houston's just better in pretty much every way. He's a 6 Hall of Fame shooter. He's a 6 Hall of Fame badge, Allen Houston, with much worse gold badges, silver clamps as well. Overall, because of the time he came out, his stats are obviously going to be worse. Cards get better as the year goes on. Does not really do much. And the guy's well over 100k. He is well over 100k. Like, there's an hour left to go on this one here. There's already been a 93k bid with 2 hours, 17 minutes. Ray Allen normally ends around 140-ish, 30, 140-ish k. And like, that's not that much different than Allen Houston, and he's nowhere near as good. As well as that, team ups locks in for Marcus Camby, who might be one of the worst lock-in rewards I've ever seen. He is absolutely shocking. Like, he's the only one that he might be worse than is Dennis Rodman, or he might be better than is Dennis Rodman. He's on Diamond Gary Payton level. That is how weak Marcus Camby is. And for his time, at least Gary Payton, and the thing is, with Gary Payton, at least for his time, was half decent. This card was never good. This card was never good. So he is going in at number 3. At number 2, we're going to Season of Giving. And I hate this card so much. It's Devin Booker. Another reason why, like, you can argue, wait, surely Devin Booker for 40k. He's 100k cheaper than Ray Allen. Surely it might be, he might be better value than Ray Allen. But like, he's one of 10 cards needed for Wilt. He's one of 10 cards needed. Like, if Wilt wasn't so good, Zach LaVine might be on the list. But there are a lot of 2 guards here. Like, you got Jay Rich, who's way better, same price. You got Walter Davis, way better, same price. You got LaVine, way better, obviously more expensive. Who else is there? No other 2 guards. But like, there are significantly better cards that are not like than this. This is the worst by a mile out of all these cards, apart from maybe Dirk. So like, you're paying the guts at like 35k, maybe more, for a guy with an okay release. Yeah, he's got hot, flexible, and gold range extended. The guy can't play defense or dribble the ball. Like, he's got awful dribble sigs. His player build isn't great. His 3-pointer, yeah, 92, not the worst. And by not the worst, I mean very, very solid. But like, he's like, give me let me play Mo Williams the 2 over Devin Booker. He doesn't do anything. Like, he's not particularly fast. He doesn't have good lateral. He can't play defense. No defense badges. He can't even get the defensive badges. 75 perimeter defense, 37 steal. The guy is terrible, and is part of a 10 card lock-in set, which means only 10% of a lock-in for a really great Will Chamberlain. So yeah, if this was like a 5 lock-in set and he was that price for Will Chamberlain, like a Manu Ginobili for Chris Webber, I wouldn't have. He would be lower on the list, or maybe not even on it all. But because he's only 1/10 and this set's still really expensive to complete, yeah, Booker's going in here at number 2. And number 1, this card sucked when he came out. Brandon Roy Pink Diamond. I'm sorry, he was terrible when he came out. There's a reason why very, very few people used him. He's the same price as Devin Booker. He is worse than Devin Booker, and he doesn't lock in for anything. That is a bad combination for a card. Can't lie. He's got 4 half badges. He has got gold Showtime. He's got gold Deadeye. Got no range extender. Silver steady, which is terrible. Silver quick for a step. He's got bronze flexible. He's got an 82 3 ball, which is not great. His driving dunk is 95. Yeah, that's good. But like, silver quick for a step, he's not going by anyone really, especially with T-Mac dribble sigs. He's got 86 ball handle. Not great perimeter defense or steal. He's got lateral quickness of 83, which is okay, but not great. And it's barely better than Booker. And his speed is barely better than Booker. He's barely better than Booker on defense. And offensively, he's just worse and can't shoot from deep. The one thing that might save him is the fact that he's got Trey Burke base. But still, I don't think that that's the greatest. I don't think that bases the difference between a card being good and bad. Like, it's a good release, yes. But like, if he can't do anything else but Trey Burke base is not going to save him. So, number 1, and it's not even close in my opinion, Brandon Roy. Now we are going to go on to the best value. And it was a weird one. I kind of struggled to find like a number 5 for this list because there are a lot of very similar players, and I'm gonna go with this guy right here because I think if you are on an extreme budget, Matisse Thybulle's really, really good. Honorable mention is John Starks. I initially had John Starks in at number 5, and I decided, you know what, Thiballe, because like Starks is around the 14-15k mark, and you can get Thiballe a lot of the time. You can get him for, like, I just had that set to enables, like you can get him for less than 2k. You can get him for like 12-1300 a lot of the time. Especially, like, he's a little more expensive today because we haven't seen good content in the best part of a week. But he's got a lot of decent goal badges, a really solid defender as well. He's got a good jump shot release, 6'5", 86 3 ball, not the greatest dunk, but he can handle a little bit. 97 steal, 93 perimeter defense, really good. Speed could be better, but it's not awful. And lateral quickness is 90, which is pretty nice. So, like, when you're looking at him compared to Jaylen Brown, like, apart from dunking, what does Jaylen Brown do that much better? Like, really, what does he do that much better? Especially because this is an unbadged Jaylen Brown. Like, yes, Jaylen Brown can get quick first step and can get range, but like, unbadged Jaylen Brown, he's going to be better because of the Hall of Fame Showtime, but he's not going to be, especially if you're on next gen, he's not going to be significantly better than a Thiballe. He's going to be better, but not significantly better. You're basically getting a downgraded Jaylen for 1200 to 1700 MT, depending on when you're looking. Now we're on to number 5, and this is a pure offensive beast. This guy here, like, you can cook with this guy. Like, you can cook with him. Like, when I play TT offline, especially if I'm ever playing on current gen, like, if you guys watched me at Christmas, my Christmas Day stream, I played TT online. I was trying to get Richard Jefferson, and I won 30-something games in a row, shooting every single shot with D'Angelo Russell Amethyst. This guy right here, if you know how to use him, you can use him like he's a pro-am point guard, and he's about 4k MT. People are saying that my video spiked up the price of players. He's gone down 1,000 MT in the hour since my video came out. And the guy's got 33 goals, including range extender. He's got curry slide. He's got handles for days. He's got quick first step. He's got dead eye. He's 6'5". He's just shifty. One big problem, again, silver steady, but it's blinders on his gen. And it's hard to describe him, but he is just shifty. Like, he moves like a pro-am point guard. Because, like, I remember when I first started using him was right after the FIBA Championship, where I'd been playing point guard for my national team, and he just felt like he moved like my play shot. Got an 87 3 ball, not the greatest driving dunk, but 65 is more than enough that he'll dunk when he's open. He's got an 86 ball handle, defense non-existent, but man, offensively the guy can cook. But I mean, defensively, speed-wise and stuff, he's not that much different than a Devin Booker. And in my opinion, just his dribbling just puts him above a Devin Booker. I just think he's a better Devin Booker, in my opinion, and he's 4k MT and not 40k MT. Then we're on to number 3. Number 3, we got Rudy Fernandez. Like, Rudy Fernandez is not cheap. He is not cheap by any means. The guy's around 50k MT, but he's ridiculous. He is ridiculous. He's not Kobe good, but he's not far off. Like, the gap between... Like, he's not far off whatsoever. And he's 1/10 of the price. Like, for 51k for Rudy Fernandez, this card here is one of the best 2 guards in the game. He is one of the best 2 guards in the game. Like, he's got a 93 ball. He's got a 97 driving dunk, 86 passing IQ, 88 steal and perimeter defense. He's got a 6'10 wingspan as well, which you can't forget. 93, 88, 93 with a speed, 89 lateral quickness. He's got 6 Hoff badges, Fearless Finisher, Acrobat, Highlight Film, Posterizer, which is Showtime on current gen, and Quick First Step. He's only got goal clamps, goal range center, but he's got 43 goals. 43 goals, like. And he's got Steph Curry base, which is one of the best releases in the game on both current and next gen, and has the best dunk packages in the game. Rudy Fernandez is one of the best 2 guards in the game, without question. Without question. And if we're looking just in terms of value, the fact that a card can be 52k MT and still be number 3 on a value list just shows how good this card is. Like, again, he's giving you 95% of what Kobe Bryant gives you for 10% of the price. A no-brainer for people if you're just looking for pure value. per MT. And number 2, I mean, I still think pound for pound, this guy, or like MT for MT, this guy's one of the best cards in the game at 3k MT. Like for 3k, I still don't think you can go wrong with Nick Anderson. I think he's got all the key badges. He's got bronze clamps, so you don't get the so he doesn't trigger the blow by animations. He's not going to be a great defender, but you're not going to blow by him and just ISO blow by him. He's got a bunch of good silver badges. He's got steady, which can be annoying, but it's blinders if you're on next gen. He's got deep threes, Hall of Fame. He's got slippery off ball gold. So deep threes gold, slippery off ball gold, which is range extend, and he's got range extender, obviously slippery off ball as well. I don't know exactly how big a difference that is, but he's got a 93 3-pointer. He's got a good player build, good defense, and that's kind of about it. He's solid at everything. He's got solid speed, but it's not great. He's like, imagine a Devin Booker, but could play defense. That's what Nick Anderson feels like. A really solid card, and again, like per like MT value wise, he's up there with the best cards in the game, but he's not the best 2-guard. And in my opinion, value wise, you can get this guy sometimes for less than 30k MT. How is Eddie Jones sometimes less than 30k? Okay, so he's gone up in price a little bit. He's still around 38k MT. Okay, so he's 35. That's a 35k. Like, I've seen him for less than 30. How? Like, yes, he's not as good as Rudy Fernandez. I'm saying that right now. He's not as good as Rudy Fernandez, but he's not far off. Like, Rudy Fernandez gives you like 95% of what Kobe gives you, but Eddie Jones gives you 98% of what Rudy Fernandez gives you. Rudy Fernandez has got better dribble sigs and some extra goal badges. That's the difference. That's the only difference. But you got Half Interceptor on Eddie Jones, which is a crazy good badge. Half Quick for his step. He's got Clamps Gold. Yeah, he's got Steady, but you know what? If you're on next gen, Steady's great. He's got Range Extender Gold. He's got Downhill, Handles for Days, Unpluckable. Also got Gold Deadeye. And he has got a lot, just again, a lot of insanely good badges. Corner Special as well. A really good release. He's got a driving dunk of 85, which is good. 93 3-pointer. Good ball handle. He's got insane steal and perimeter defense of 96 and 93, which are insane. And also, if you're looking at his on-ball steal tendency, he's got 91, which is incredible as well. He's at 94 lateral quickness, 90 speed, 87 speed ball, 90 acceleration. And while, yeah, I'm comparing him to Rudy Fernandez, and Rudy Fernandez is just ridiculous. I know we've been calling cards this year's Diamond Lamar Odom, and I think Rudy Fernandez has taken like the mantle as this year's Diamond Lamar Odom. I can guarantee you that Rudy Fernandez is going to be usable later on in the year. But Eddie Jones and Rudy Fernandez, I prefer Rudy, but it's not by that much. And the difference is that Eddie Jones is like 66% of the price of Rudy Fernandez. So if we're talking pure value, you gotta say Eddie Jones is better value. But if you have 80k to spend on wings, and your wing choices are not Eddie Jones and Rudy Fernandez, you are doing something wrong. Get both of these guys. The only reason I don't have Eddie Jones right now is because I locked in for Cam Reddish. In my opinion, Eddie Jones might be better than Cam Reddish, but it's close. And I think Rudy Fernandez is better than Cam Reddish. And the fact that Paul George is essentially a lock-in, because I've said it already that I'm not selling him for the rest of the year. That's the only thing. I would 1,000,000% of Eddie Jones in my team otherwise. And he's just incredible. So if you've got around 100k to spend on wings, trust me, even though the cards will go down in price, they will. Rudy Fernandez and Eddie Jones right now, it's going to cost you 80k MT. They can easily be your 2 guards until March. They can easily be your 2 guards till March. I'm telling you that right now. They can easily be your 2 guards till March. Because like that Diamond Lamar Odom, I was still using him in my squad till like March, April, and he was still doing work. So anyway, yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. These are the top 10 best, or top 5 best and worst value 2 guards in NBA 2K21 MyTEAM. That's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.